Hi, this is Mr. Orr. Today I'm going to show you how to use Google Earth to create a Google Earth tour of your state for your 5th grade state report project. So the first thing you want to do is open up Google Earth. You'll notice this startup tip every time you open up Google Earth. These are actually very handy, and you should read them every time you open it up. Now, once you get to Google Earth, you'll see that over here to the left you have a fly to bar. In your fly to bar, you can type in any address or any location, and Google Earth will take you straight there. Below that, you have a location of all the places that you've visited recently. And below that, you have all the different layers of Google Earth, all the different things you can turn on and off. You'll notice here 3D buildings and terrain are turned on. It's very useful for when doing your state report to have those items turned on. There are also photos that you can check out, but they do make your screenshot rather cluttered. So let's take a look. The first thing you want to do is drop a pin, this place mark, this little yellow pin up here. When you do that, it creates a starting point. I'm going to call this place mark United States. I'm going to click OK, and now you'll see United States has appeared here under Places. So next, I can zoom in with my fly to bar to California. California is the state that I'm going to use for explaining to you how to create a state report, because it's the state that I live in and the state that I don't assign to any students. Now, once you've zoomed into California, drop another place mark. Title it California. And here you can write a description about your state. California became the 32nd state in 1850, right after the gold rush. And after I've entered some information, I can maybe add a picture. So I'll go to Google, type in California, and go to Images. Oh, here's one of the state flag. That'll work. Right click on it and copy image URL. Now go back to Google Earth, and what you're going to do is you're going to use a little basic HTML. HTML is the language that computers read. So what you do is you put in I believe this is a less than symbol, and then img space src for image source, and then equals, and then paste in the location, that URL that you got from Google, and then close it with a greater than symbol, and click OK. Now whenever you click on this box, your information and your picture will show up. Okay. Now, of course, you should have done your research for your state before you started this Google Earth tour, so you could put in a lot more information about your state than what I just put there. I just wanted to show you how to do it. Now, the first place you want to probably go to after you've initially showed your viewer the state is your state capital. So I'm going to take you to Sacramento, California. You'll notice once I zoom in that Sacramento from the air at this angle looks like any other town in the USA. This could be anywhere I'm looking at. So what I want to do is go over here to my navigation tools and zoom in a little bit. Now once I zoom in a little bit, I can see that this right here is the biggest building in town, and there's a big park around it. That tells me that's probably a pretty important building. I know Sacramento, so I know that that's the state capitol building. If you don't know where the state capitol building is, you can look up the address online and type it into the fly to bar, and it'll take you straight there. So I can zoom right in to the state capitol. Now you'll see that the 3D buildings feature is turned on, so these buildings are all in 3D, which makes it nice and cool for me to be able to see the state capitol. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more and pan my eye level up So I'm looking at the state capitol building. There we go. So once I get the view that I want of the state capitol, I can drop a place mark, and I can call it Sacramento State Capitol. And here, in my research about the state, I can put any information I want about Sacramento. Information about Sacramento. I can add pictures and all that good stuff to this box right here. Remember, the more you put, the better it's going to look. So whenever you click on this pin, that information will appear there. Okay? After you've shown your state and you've shown the state capitol, you probably want to show 4 or 5 other places. Places of interest, major cities, monuments. So in California, I'd probably want to take you to Los Angeles. Probably want to take you to to San Francisco. So I'm going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge, one of the key landmarks in California. And once I'm here, I'm going to go across the bridge. So I'm right there. I'm going to use my navigation tools again to spin around. I'm going to zoom in and change my eye line. Navigation can take a while to get used to. And once I'm there with the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco in the background with the Bay Bridge, it's a nice shot right there. I'm going to drop my pin, and I'm going to call this San Francisco and the Golden Gate. Now here I can put any information about San Francisco. I can put information about the Golden Gate Bridge. About Golden Gate Bridge. And of course I can add pictures and all that good stuff with a little HTML with the image source that I showed you. So then after I've got my state capitol and a couple points of interest, click OK. Always come and double check to make sure that works. Now I'm going to fly you to one more place. Let's go to Yosemite. Yosemite National Park is my favorite place in California. It's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, and with the 3D terrain, it is just such an impressive sight to show. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, if you're doing Arizona, you definitely want to do the Grand Canyon. There's Half Dome, one of my favorite spots in Yosemite, so I'm going to drop a placemat, or place mark, and I'm going to call this Yosemite National Park. And of course, I'll have done research about it, and I'll know all about Yosemite and be able to put pictures here and information about when the park became a park, all that good stuff. So, where's my place mark? There it is. Click on it. There we go. double check, make sure it works every time. So now that I'm done and I've got my places, I'm not gonna add all the places, I just want to be able to show you how to do this. So once you're done and you've got all your place marks created, fly back to the beginning, to the United States. Now, you want all these places that you've been to recently nice and convenient. If you click on them once, it's going to show you the box that you created. If you click on them twice, it's going to take you there. Okay? So let's go back to United States and click on this little camera that says record a tour. When you click on that, this little box appears at the bottom. You can either record a tour or record a tour with audio. I suggest you record a tour with audio if you can, because then you can narrate it and you can just show it to people, or you can put it up on a website. So let's begin. Hi, my name is Mr. Orr. Today I'm going to tell you all about my state, which is California. California became the 32nd state in 1850. It's known for its major cities, San Francisco and Los Angeles. It's the home of the movie industry, and Silicon Valley is a technology center and hub. What people don't know about California is that it's an agricultural state as well. California, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to talk all about California. When I'm ready to move on to the state capital, I merely double click on the state capital and it flies us straight in, and it goes straight to that view that I had when I dropped the place mark. Pretty cool, right? So now I can talk about Sacramento. My place mark bubble is already up. I can talk about everything that's in the bubble plus more. Once I'm done and ready to go on to the next spot, I simply click on it and I can show San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. So this is the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was built in whatever year, and San Francisco is off on the horizon. If I want, I can always zoom in and show the city a little bit better. And then after I've talked about San Francisco, I can move on to my next spot, which is, wow, cool little jump into Yosemite National Park, and talk about Yosemite, and then maybe, I'll take my tour to LA, and then take the viewers on to the Central Valley where all the agriculture is produced. And when I'm done talking about all these place marks, I will probably want to come back out to California and show this again and give a nice little closing. And when I'm done, I simply hit the record button. Hi, my name is Mr. Orr. Today I'm going to tell you all about my state, which is California. So this little bar down here allows you to pause and play 30 seconds and move forward and backward, and also to save your work. Once you're done and you've checked it out and it looks good and you didn't make any mistakes and you want to save it, you click on save and give your tour name. California State Report, and any information about it, just need to give it a name. Click OK, and now it'll be saved right here on your Google Earth. It'll also be saved in your documents. So now you can go and open it up in Google Earth on your computer, but you can always save it and email it or put it on a flash drive and bring it into school and play it on any other computer that has Google Earth. And that's how you create a state report for your state using Google Earth and a Google Earth tour. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Now go do it yourself.